Hi, everybody. I'm Julie Williams, and I'm talking with Garland Colson today, who is a time management expert, Captain Time. You might know him as an author, and he started something brand new. It's called Bizmentum, like business momentum, kind of put together, Bizmentum, and it's kind of like LinkedIn, except a lot easier and a lot more friendly and a lot more personable. And so it's something I've been a part of for a little while. I've recommended it to so many people because I've already, the first or maybe second day I was on it, got connected. Garland connected me with a video producer who produces e-learning. So Garland, tell us about Bizmentum. What's the goal behind it? What is it?
Well, most of us have done online, done business networking, local chamber of commerce, things like that. And that's hit or miss. And it works okay if you've got local clients, if you're looking for local people. My clientele is global, so I needed something bigger than that. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I joined online networking groups such as LinkedIn. And LinkedIn used to be fairly useful. The online groups had good discussions going and things like that. But over time, it just got filled with what I call blog spam or link spam, where people just... Yeah. Kind of like a drive-by, drop their article link in and so they can get some SEO juice and then they leave. Nobody's actually having discussions. Yeah. And when you approach people on LinkedIn to actually do business with you, they treat you like spammers. There's no expectation that, my profile is public and people are going to contact me. So I wanted to set up a online community of business people, professionals who wanted to help each other and who were open to doing business with each other and have a culture of finding solutions for each other and doing referrals for each other.
Yeah, so we're in the very early stages of it, which is really cool to watch it grow because it's grown so much since I've been there, which is been something like a week. And what I like so much about it is the simplicity of it. I mean, it was very different. So it took me a little bit to get used to it, but I tell you what, years I've been trying to learn LinkedIn and it's just so complicated. And with the learning curve there, I just don't have time. But with Bizmentum, it's different. I have time and it's just, it's just so simple. And yet you connect with people and, you can post videos about what you do. And it's just, it's very unique, I think, but I find it very valuable.
Yeah, and we worked really hard to find the right platform for it, the right interface, the one that would allow us to do online communities, to build an online community, but also to allow for online courses, for members to share their events, and to be able to do all these connections. And it had to also work for mobile. I'm at the point where if a software doesn't work well for a smartphone, there's no sense even considering it because so many people are on mobile right now. And the mobile app for it, I don't know if you have a chance to look at the mobile app for it, is fantastic. So it works really well. I was playing around with the mobile app last night and going, wow, this looks really cool on my phone.
Well, I love the online courses because you've got a number of free ones up there to help people who are members of Bizmentum, which is free, by the way. You've got a bunch of free ones up there to help people with time management, productivity, stuff like that. And yet you have some others, too, that are paid. And I, as a free member, get to upload my own course when I make it, which I'm in the process of doing that right now. I'm kind of in the early stages of putting it together. I'm going to get to do mine, which will be a paid one, and I'm going to get to put it up there. So it's kind of it really gives us a platform to get to know people, not just have thousands of people that you hope you're going to find a name, but that you actually get to know somebody and, what their dog looks like. Or, well, okay, that's a little bit, I haven't seen any pictures of people's dogs, but, you get to know them as people and they get to know you as people. And then who are they going to think of? Like for me, who are they going to think of when they need some voiceover? They're going to think of me.
Well, and I'm sure if we start a topic with post pictures of your dogs, we'll get tons of dog pictures if you'd like some. So we won't have a problem getting that because people love to share pictures of their dogs. But I know what you mean. I want to try to get people to think of Bizmentum first. So if I'm looking for a new software or a new graphic designer or a new virtual assistant, I want people to come here first and ask in the community, does anybody know or this kind of software? Now, we've already seen that where multiple people have asked about different different softwares, and then everybody chimes in. Well, here's what I'm using. In some cases, I've even been able to share videos of reviews I've done of software for people. And so hearing from real people what software they're using in real life situations is key. And being able to get a recommendation from a real person. Mm-hmm. For example, I believe you had a contact with a copywriter recently. And so, I mean, there's tons of copywriters out there and you can look at their portfolio, but it's different to hear from somebody who's actually worked with a copywriter or worked with a video producer or worked with a voiceover artist and hear what their experience with them was. And I think that's what we're looking for is real people, real conversations, real stories, and real referrals from people we would be happy to connect our clients with. In the past, I've had so much trouble with clients saying, well, Garland, do you know a good blank, a good graphic designer? And I probably didn't, and I've tried a few and none of them really worked for me. And I wanted to solve that problem. So this is first off, I started to solve my problem of finding people, but of course it expands to be able to help solve other problems. And the idea of opening it up to let people post their own events and some of their own courses and things like that. I mean, some of that may be restricted later on to different tiers, but the idea is instead of having all of us try to build our own online communities using different platforms and trying to reach everybody, if we bring it home to Bizmentum, then we are bringing them all to one place. They're all members of Bizmentum, but within Bizmentum, you are allowed to have your own online courses and even your own groups. It's a new feature I'm playing with. I have a partner testing it right now to create their own group area, and they can brand it with their own colors and their own branding, and they can have their own online courses, their own discussion and topic areas, but everybody's still a member of Bizmentum as well. And Bizmentum members can join it too. So by starting their own group, they're not only getting the people they bring to the group, but they're also reaching the entire Bizmentum audience, which is growing, as you say, really quickly. Like a few days ago, I posted that we were at 80 and we're at 104 today. So.
That's cool. Okay, so it's Bizmentum, Bizmentum.com. And they've got some areas like a topic area that's productivity, like what Garland was talking about for the different applications. I have decided I am going to be trying a different one each day, every day this week. And I tried UpNote, and it's really working for me, and it's filling a need that I had. And I'm going to try ZenKit as well, and I'm going to try HubSpot, the CRM. And, I don't want to overwhelm myself. So that's why I'm doing one different one a day, and playing around with it. And I would not have known to do that if you hadn't gotten on there and some of the others hadn't gotten on there and posted what you use, what tools you use for what. So it really has been more than just networking for me. Although, yes, I did connect with someone who's going to help me write my blog, Brianna, and then with April, who produces e-learning. And so I have connections there already. But I'm also growing in the tools that I use and getting better at my business because of what I'm learning while I'm there. So that's one of the things that I love most about it.
And that's the real power of a network. I mean, often I'll have clients who'll ask me a question, and in a day or two, I come back with some really good answers for them. And they're going, wow, you are such a wealth of knowledge, but I cheated. I actually went out to my network and asked them, oh, I have a client looking for this. What would you guys suggest? And then I'll spend time to go through what they suggested and give the client a concise report. But in essence, it's not like I had to start from scratch with a Google search and start looking for what's the best software for something. For example, I noticed. I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I was going to say, if I wanted to know the best software for, say, audio recording or something, I mean, I've got all these tons of voiceover artists, thanks to Julie in Bizmentum. So I know I could ask that question and have great answers because these people do this professionally for a living. So I know their answers are going to be good.
And people have also posted jobs they have opening. Is there a graphic designer? Is there a web designer? For like you posted some for your clients, your time management and productivity clients who you do private coaching with, who need like a specific skill. And you've got an entire course for virtual assistants. So if somebody's a virtual assistant, they should come in and go to Bizmentum, or if they need a virtual assistant, they should come to Bizmentum and just see what's going on here. So I want to thank you very much for starting the group, because it really, it's been a week and it's really enhanced my career already. The way I do my business is becoming a lot more efficient in a very short period of time. And I'm all over that. efficiency in a short period of time.
Well, I'm so glad to hear it's been successful for you, and I really appreciate the amount of work you've done, especially with inviting people to Bizmentum and asking questions and being active, because the engagement is what makes it valuable. I mean, if I just set up something and it's just me posting, then there's no interest there. But what I love is every day people are asking questions, people are sharing who they've connected with, and people are sharing their expertise, sharing their videos, sharing their articles, and wow, it's becoming so vibrant. I just can't believe the change in just a few weeks and how vibrant it's getting. So
yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to add? A question I didn't think to ask you?
Probably not. I think we've covered all of it. I think first off, it's free to join, and there will always be a free membership. Even at some point, we'll probably have to add another tier with another level of access or something for people, because we will have to make some income coming at some point to be able to hire all the people I want to hire to help me with. And then join. There will always be a free membership, and invite other people too. For example, you had a very specific question about being able to do some upload to Audible, like an ebook you had narrated. And I had come across somebody who had mentioned they could help me get my book in there. So I invited them to the system just to answer your question, right? So that's the idea too, is even if we haven't found someone in Bizmentum yet with that skill, we can invite the new skills into Bizmentum to add to our skills base. And the amount of, I've been building a skills base, which is something I'll be announcing at our roadmap meeting later today. But I'm astonished at the sheer volume of different skills we have amongst the people who are already there. And I'm going, wow, this is already, I've got almost people I need for almost anything already in our base, which is fantastic. So
we've been talking to productivity expert and time management expert and author of Stop Wasting Time, which is how I found him in the first place, because it's about procrastination, overcoming it in 5 weeks, and I really needed that. We're talking about Bizmentum. It's a free networking site, and you are welcome to join it, bizmentum.com. And also, Garland, what is an email address somebody can reach you at if they have a specific question for you about Bizmentum or about time management and productivity?
Sure. My email address is Garland, Garland, at captaintime.com.
Garland at captaintime.com. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was fantastic.